What's going on, everybody? Top of the morning. A little bit of a vlog. Got a Costco load. Gotta deliver this at 4 in the morning. It's 12:03 right now. Just went on duty. About to do a pre-trip really quick. Hopefully you guys like that montage. I actually just lost some of the footage that I was supposed to have from May Trucking Yard that I did a little while back. That footage got corrupted. Well, not corrupted, it just didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to turn out because it had low lighting, and I needed to make sure that the settings were correct on the GoPro. But you guys are going to be able to see and hear the pros and cons that I have in my 3 months of experience with driving at night. Don't want to wake anybody up. It's pretty windy. We're good. It's pretty windy. I'm just right outside of Oregon. Well, South Oregon. Couple, like 30 minutes away from Redding, California. Making sure my tires are good. You gotta always make sure that the locking jaws is locked in place. Well, let me rephrase that. Gotta make sure that the brake lights are working. Make sure our clearance lights are working. Gotta make sure that the locking jaw is around the shank of the kingpin. Nobody pulled your release arm, so you will drop your trailer. Just gotta double check. We're about to get rolling though. As we're about to start driving, I gotta make sure I got the one AirPod in case anybody calls me. Well, it's 12 in the morning. Nobody's gonna call me, but I just always have it there. As we're about to head out, and this... Oh. It's not the most ideal situation I would want to be in as far as parking goes. Make sure you don't hit this guy, tear up his stuff, while you're not tearing up this guy's stuff over here. Rest areas are pretty cool though. Got bathrooms right there, and then I'm not too sure. Some of them have vending machines, some don't. Some bathrooms are better and nicer than others. I've had to drive at night. Not too often. I'm starting to drive at night a lot more, and it's starting to affect my sleeping habits quite a bit. Unfortunately, I'm a person that kind of gets up at 5 or 6 in the morning. I don't really like driving at night. You get pretty tired, and I'm just always a tired individual when I get on the road for some odd reason once I start driving. But you kind of, as I said before, you kind of build up that muscle memory and that stamina for it. Like I'm not tired at all right now, actually, which is a good thing. But some of the times I will be, and like I take frequent breaks to make sure I don't fall asleep or putting anybody else at danger, even though there's rarely people on the road at midnight. Yeah, the reason why they have us drop it off so early is so it's quite difficult when Costco is like super duper busy, and I've had loads like that where it's super busy and then you're kind of on the hot seat trying to back into places. But it's a lot easier when a load is at 4 in the morning and then they take you at 4 in the morning to unload you. And it takes a lot of stress off everybody, and they're able to put it right directly on the shelves right then and there, versus when the store is open and everybody is like crowds of people. I didn't realize how many people actually went to Costco until I started doing Costco loads, because I don't have a membership at Costco. I have a membership at Sam's Club. And yeah, there's a lot of people. I actually did a load over there, what was it, on New Year's Eve, and it was hordes of people. We're talking about people making their own their own parking spaces in the parking spot, in this parking lot. And it was extreme. That was probably like one of the toughest docks I had to get into. Not trying to hit anybody's car or anything like that. I will be coming out with a short on that pretty soon. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, but that was in Concord, California, or Antioch, and it's some tight spaces over there. Even my driver manager let me know. He was just like, man, it's gonna be like a really tight squeeze. If you could do it, do it. If you don't feel comfortable, you know, it's your call. But I always think of parking situations as a bit of a challenge. Trucking is kind of redundant when you're on the open road, but when you get into parking situations, you kind of like have to use your head just a little bit as far as the angles of how you're going to get into parking spaces without damaging anything around you. But also too, another thing about nighttime trucking, not just only that you get pretty tired and kind of messes with your circadian rhythm as far as like when we're programmed to be up at certain times. Like I'm programmed to be up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., as I said previously. But not just only that, trucking, it's a lonely road, but not that lonely. But I'm glad that I'm able to use podcasts to my advantage and other different things to help entertain me while I'm on the road, while obviously having my full attention on the road. But you kind of grow an appreciation for just the little things when you're out here on the road just driving. Like, I never really, like, obviously I had gratitude, but you kind of like appreciate things that much more, like a hot shower, warm food, and warm living spaces. It gets pretty cold in this truck, even though you have optimized idle. Like, it's still freezing, and I only have like one blanket. I kind of like living on the minimalist side of things, where it's like confined space living. There's many podcasts, many documentaries on the effects of paradoxical choice. When we're in a life full of abundance and too many choices, we kind of lose the essence of what really matters and get lost in the materialistic values of things. So I kind of like trying to embrace that van life in a sense when out here on the road. But you just grow such an appreciation for just the small things. Like I said earlier, showers and hot food. And I can only imagine what people in the 80s or the 90s, when they were trucking back then, not having an aux or Bluetooth and having to listen to the radio 24/7, and there is nothing to listen to that you particularly like. And now we kind of have that choice now to have that, so I'm thankful for that. As far as how far technology has come. Passing Red Bluff right now. That's pretty much all I wanted to say on the camera. I want to like kind of increase my vlogging production skills just a little bit more, and bring more of a new flavor, a new aspect to trucking lifestyle vlogs, because I know that a lot of people, they do their thing, but I'm always in constant competition with myself on how I can make things a little bit better, and with those around me. Even though that comparison is a thief of all joy, I feel like evolving and perfecting your skills also are a necessity in the pursuit of progression. So, and also too, my mortgage content as well. I want to hone in those skills and capabilities to keep on bringing you guys more and more content on that. But as far as being on the road, it's been pretty fun so far. Kind of just get lost in thoughts, and you kind of get those times and those moments to kind of just deep think and reflect on certain aspects. I'm always asking questions to different drivers, and you know, there's so many different aspects and different ways that you could go about in this industry. It's kind of insane, the opportunity and the choices out here to kind of better your circumstances if you needed it, or kind of enhance them like I'm doing right now. Vlog, I'm getting into San Francisco right now.
In the left lane.
I'm just gonna record the rest of this till I go to Costco. But also too, like a big thing that like I encounter when I'm like nighttime driving is people leaving their high beams on, and like it does hurt my eyes a lot. I'm pretty sure it does for some other truck drivers as well. Obviously, I like keep on adjusting my mirrors to like point the light away from me, but man, it can get annoying sometimes. Also too, you don't want to get like stuck down in San Francisco. As far as with truck parking, there is no parking down here, none whatsoever, and it's always been like a huge issue as far as for the industry, as far as parking and truck stops being filled up to the brim. But with due time, I think that there will be, you know, new age reform. I believe that they're trying to introduce packages like a $750 million package that will soon be used to enhance truck parking, and that is desperately needed down here in California, or make it better for the drivers. But if you've seen how many like trucks are on the side of the road, it's kind of like mind-blowing. But also too, like, San Francisco is not a safe area. There's a lot of like break-ins and theft. I know that we get alerts all the time from May Trucking to not leave our loads unattended when we're in Stockton, San Francisco, mainly when we're out there in Fontana, which is Fontana and San Bernardino, Southern California, SoCal. They definitely do not want us to leave our loads unattended, because these loads do have a lot of money. And with a lot of money does come a lot of liability, so kind of understand from their perspective to protect their load at all costs. But it's tough. It's tough finding parking. It's tough when you're a rookie out here and you're at a truck stop and there's one really tight spot. And I've had my fair share of instances where I've had like some pretty anxiety provoking situations where you're just trying to back in and you're right next to a old school Peterbilt long nose, and you know that this guy cares a lot about his truck, and you're just like frozen in a moment, it seems like, and paralyzed with fear, because you already know how like mad this guy would be. But this is the only parking spot in the whole truck stop, so like that's pretty much like, it's like the only parking spot in the truck stop. So it's kind of like one of those things where you just kind of have to just take your time, and I just have to keep on reminding myself most of the time to do that, and that remind myself that I'm still a rookie. I kind of tend to I'm trying to find the words for it, kind of hold myself to like such a high expectation to where it's like kind of like unachievable in a sense. But trucking has really taught me to slow down and just analyze things without just being like running at 100 miles an hour. Never been on this road before. Here we go right here. It's 3 in the morning. You got all these cars that are out and about. I understand that everybody's got things to do, but geez, this many cars. Five minutes away from the destination.
Either of the two left lanes, then turn left.
This isn't that bad of a drive. It wasn't that tough. Only 3 hours. The biggest thing is going to be trying to maneuver myself in a way where I do not somebody else in a bad situation. Seems to be nobody on these roads.
In 1.5 miles, turn left on Automation Parkway.
This is like my first delivery right here, and then I got another one after this. That's 7. So hopefully they're fairly quick with this one. I mean, with paper loads, they normally just, like, I'm normally in and out within 30 minutes.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Playing with something on the ground.
Arriving at 1709 Automation Parkway on the
This
left.
is nice. Receiving sign right there. You normally see that. There was one app that another May trucker told me to get. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's like Trucker Way or something, or it shows you exactly where to go. I just look on Google Maps, or I'll just go on my Apple Maps and just look. But oh my god, alright. My 4 ways really quick. Ask what door I'm gonna be going in. It doesn't. It's not labeled on here. Whether I should be. These are shipper receiver documents. Okay. All right. How's it going?
What do you have?
Paper?
Paper? We have paper. Go ahead and back to the door one.
Oh, this one right? Oh, this one. Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you. But this is probably gonna wrap up the vlog right here. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And until next time, I'm gonna try and keep on bringing more and more consistent content. Gotta go slow over these speed bumps. Boop, boop. Break the seal really quick. Should have put on my gloves. It's all good. See? Nastiness. What good as a truck driver if you can't get dirty? Hook them on.